The British National Party has set out its election manifesto. It's now trying to install its first Westminster MP and is standing in Henley. The BNP manifesto calls for an end to immigration from Muslim nations, saying it represents a deadly threat to the UK. The party also wants to provide grants to encourage some UK residents to return to their lands of ethnic origin. Leader Nick Griffin says the UK's full up and it's time to close the doors.
Britain is full. It's the most overcrowded country in Europe. It's time to shut the doors, to persuade to get to leave all the illegals, the bogus asylum seekers, the foreign criminals. And for the people who are legally here, legitimately here, paying into our society, we have no issue with them whatsoever. They would have all the rights that everybody else has in this British society.
Now, all this week on Drive, we've been looking at some of Oxfordshire's marginal candidates for the election. Today it's the turn of the BNP. The party launched its election manifesto today with a promise to halt any further immigration from Muslim countries. The party's policies also include the promotion of schemes to encourage the voluntary repatriation of migrants and a withdrawal of British troops from the war in Afghanistan. John Bews is their candidate for the Henley constituency, and he's on the line now. Hi there, John.
Hello, Phil.
What's your reaction been like on the doorstep so far?
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I don't do canvassing per se. I think that it's rather an unnecessary thing that is an intrusion into people's free time, and I'd much prefer to poke leaflets through the door, and the response from that is amazing. We get a lot of people that take the trouble to take the leaflet from the letterbox and come out after us to shake our hands and say congratulations, we're on your side. We do get the odd response where somebody is brave enough to come out and make a stand and say, I don't want anything to do with you or your party. And I'm always happy to, or try to say, can I ask you why? Sometimes they don't want to talk about it, but quite often they will, and they come up with the same old thing, the racist card. And I usually talk to them, and I should think 50% of the times that I can persuade somebody to take a few minutes to talk to me, we get a good result, and they turn around and they start looking more deeply at our policies.
So, is your party racist?
No, in no way at all. We're just pro-British, and this whole thing that has been brought about, this impression that has been created by the media, is totally wrong. We're not racist. We really do support and celebrate people that have come here and lived here for several generations from all parts of the world and are now being caused great suffering and hardship by the mass immigration that are people that are coming into this country now, almost at the Labour Party's request.
Have you had conversations with Muslim people here in the Henley area, say, and got their responses to your attitudes towards immigration, especially of Muslims?
I can't say that we have from Muslim people. I'm not going to say yes, we've had a good response from Muslim people. They do seem very afraid and intimidated. What we do have a good response from is other ethnic minority citizens who are suffering as a result of the Muslim invasion.
Now, until recently, the BNP didn't want ethnic minorities as members. Your hand was forced, and you had to change it because of the law. What are your feelings now, then? Suddenly change of heart?
I don't think there's a change of heart. I was actually at the extraordinary general meeting a few months ago, where Mr. Griffin presented his alterations to our policies on this issue, and our constitution, and he pointed out the reasons why he had chosen to do that. To begin with, this was an illegal court case. There was, at that time, and there still isn't, a law against the reasons that we chose to restrict our membership to Whiteley members. This law has not yet been ratified. So we decided to take the challenge and fight it and get it over with once and for all. It was done at incredible expense to the taxpayer, instigated by Harriet Harman and enforced by Trevor Phillips of the Equalities Commission, with the use of 70 top lawyers against our one lawyer. And quite frankly, I think, although we had to concede and alter our constitution, we actually won the day, because what happened was that once we'd done that and our membership was opened, we were flooded with new members. Our membership has risen greater than any other party since.
John, let me get us back to some local issues here.
Okay, yeah.
Henley, exactly what are you going to offer Henley residents for local issues?
For local issues, there's all sorts of things. Henley is a very affluent society. It has been Tory Conservative controlled for over 100 years now, with just a short break. And I think Mr. Cameron's right. We need to vote for change. What we can do for Henley is exactly the same as we can do for every constituency in the country for local issues. We can free up money that's being wasted elsewhere to help affordable housing, education, improve education for young children and students alike, just by making cuts and savings in totally unnecessary areas. And this alone will give people of Henley an opportunity to benefit in their local society by voting for the British National Party.
Yeah. John, I think we need to leave it there. John, thank you very much. John Bews from the Henley constituency is standing for the BNP.